Test 1, 2. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Gulf Breeze, Florida for today's NJCAA District P qualifying match, also known as the third place match here at the FCSAA state tournament. Really the important part of this is that the winning team will qualify for a match at Faulkner State in Alabama on Tuesday, November 10th. So coming up in a couple days, the winner of that match will punch their ticket to the national tournament in Casper, Wyoming. So a lot riding on this game today. The loser's season will be over. The winner will have one more chance to qualify for the national tournament. I'm Scott Jamison. I'll be bringing you all the action today. So make sure you stick right here on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. At 2 o'clock Central Time, we will have the FCSAA State Championship game. Those two teams, Polk State and Hillsborough State, have already qualified for the national tournament. And now they are playing for the hardware for the state championship, and that is a big deal here in the state of Florida. Some of the best talent in the country. And to win that championship, the FCSAA title, goes a long ways and cements the legacy of some of these players and coaches. So big one coming up at 2. But first, a potential national tournament berth on the line. Indian River State from Fort Pierce and the College of Central Florida from Ocala are going to do battle here in about 17 minutes. Keep it right here. We'll be live at 11 Central. All right, we are ready to go here. I thought my other microphone was still on and forgot they turned it off for the national anthem. So we just went through the lineups, national anthem, and we are ready to roll here from beautiful Gulf Breeze, Florida. Of course, the weather's not very beautiful today. It's been raining since last night and extremely windy. The American flag out front had almost been blown off the pole. One of the sides of it was gone. It was just flapping around on one, so that you can tell how the weather's been, the wind has been. It's been soggy and wet since yesterday, but inside the gym, nice and dry. And these two teams are ready to go. Indian River State College and the College of Central Florida. Ready to do battle here today for a spot in the District P championship game. And that game will take place at Faulkner State in Alabama on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Faulkner State is the region, NJCAA Region 22 representative. So they have already qualified. They qualified actually almost a week ago for that game. So they will meet the winner of this one for a spot in Casper, Wyoming. Having already qualified for that, Polk State College and Hillsborough Community College, those two teams are going to meet today at 2 p.m. Central for the state championship. So they've already got their tickets punched to Casper, and now they're playing for that hardware, which is the state championship, the big trophy. And no one can ever take that away from you. So that's something that I know both teams want to win later. Hillsborough already has one of those. Polk looking to add one to their collection of championships. Great athletic program run by Mr. Bing Tyus down there in Winter Haven. Here's the first serve, Ashley Haygood for Central Florida, who is wearing red, and she'll get an ace. Mishandled. And a point for Central Florida. I'm not used to having to keep score here, Tyler. This is throwing me off. I'm just getting to sit here and talk. It's nice. Tyler Allen, of course, on the controls, does such a great job. Yesterday, we had Corey, who did a wonderful job over on court 2. Kyle Peck, the Gulf Coast State College coach, on Friday. Corey Drabindia, if I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. That one, there was a touch, so Central Florida will get the point. They called a deflection. Coach Skidmore telling her players not to worry about it. None of them thought they touched it.
That's all right, ladies. Come on, get back in the game.
That one mishandled again. Nice effort by Lilliquist, but not able to get to it. So couple early aces by Haygood. You can see why she starts off the game serving. Haygood from Niceville, Florida. Not too far from here. Redshirt freshman, 5'9". Silva and Alvarez kind of met in the middle there, and that's going to be 4 hits. That one never made it over the net. And now 4-0 early on for Central Florida.
Come on, ladies. One left. It's 3 left. Come on now.
That one blocked down by Silva and Alvarez. 5-0 Central Florida timeout. Coach Skidmore and Indian River, they'll take a timeout. Coach Saketa talking to one of her players, but she has to be happy with the way this is going so far. 5-0, still early on. 5-set match. So first one to 3 is going to win this one and advance on to that District P qualifier at Faulkner State on Tuesday. We'll be back with more. Back here in Gulf Breeze at the Gulf Breeze Community Center. Thank you to Ron Pulley and the entire staff. Maddie Irwin receives, and that looked a lot better from Indian River. They already are looking better right now, last 2 times. And they'll get their blockers in place. Not able to get up to it. Silva and Indian River on the board. Serving for Indian River. Number 4, Caitlin Colbert. Big swing by Suarez. Point, Central Florida. Now 6-1. Central Florida really in control so far in this one. Lilliquist goes through the block for the point. Blocker's just not quite up there on the net enough. And Lilliquist able to use her strength. She has had a very, very nice tournament. I have to imagine she'll get some votes for all tournament team when it's all said and done. We will have those announcements after the 2 o'clock game. We'll be live for all that, so you can see the trophy presentation and everything else that goes on. There's a kill on the outside for Fonseca. Off the hands. Up and over on that one. Hits the deck and a kill. That's Lilliquist, who was able to use some finesse to get that one over. Hannah Artil will serve. Artil out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Northside Christian High School. Off the hands and killed by number 7, Natalie Alvarez for Central Florida. Central Florida has not allowed Indian River to get into any sort of rhythm offensively. Been 1 point here and 1 point there, nothing stacked. Nice adjustment by Artil and a nice set in the air. Artil did a good job not running into the net there. Easier, not as easy, I should say, as it looks. Lilliquist serves, that big jump serve. Outside, Fonseca blocked, but out. Off the hands of Amari Ashley, and out for a point for Central Florida. Outside, big cut. Katie McInnes, freshman from Hialeah, Florida, Archbishop McCarthy High School. Left-handed swing. She put some cut on it, and it barely got touched. Found its way to the floor. Maddie Irwin. Alvarez back set to Acevedo. And Artil had gone down to her knees to try to dig that one and was not able to get up and make a play. They ran a little. The line judge called that one out somehow. That was really far in, for sure. I don't think she was looking in her defense. The ball was coming right at her, and she kind of turned away, although part of line judging is you can't do that. You want to keep your head in there and stay on it. But that's why you have an up official. Up official did a good job. It made the call immediately. He knew that one was in. There was no hesitation. Indian River, that's a good sequence for them, getting just a little dump over. Nice job on the back row by Alvarez. A joust at the net. Stowe goes over. Dobenecker from Germany keeps it alive. There's Colbert, dug by Fonseca on the other side. Soares, long, no touch. Well, I will say it was touched. Okay, I stand corrected. The scoreboard is going to have to adjust because they didn't think it was touched either. That just looked like it sailed, but no argument at all from Indian River, so must have hit one of their players. Blocked. Nicole Williams did not realize that it had stayed on Indian River's side of the net. And just like that, back to a 6-point lead. Hey, good serving. Back to Stowe. And wide on the attack from Stowe. Line judge turned away from that one again. I'm not sure how she's able to get a good look at it. Turning away from it. But nonetheless. Nice job, nice quick set across. Madison Stowe puts it away. Point for Indian River. Like to see that line judge hang in there for another second. Maybe we should get them motorcycle helmets, Tyler. That way they're not worried about it. They can just hang right in there, have a face shield so they can see everything, but not worry about a headshot. Lilliquist. Nice job by Alexandra Lilliquist going across court, finding an open spot and putting it down. That's a good call. The ball was clearly on the other side of the net. Call made right away. Now 13-9. Indian River chipping away. Outside to Soares. And Indian River's done a better job getting their blockers in place and starting to prevent a lot of big swings. They're making them have to go up and over. That was going to be out, but played anyways. Nice shot by Indian River. Timeout, Coach Sequeira. Timeout. And we'll step away. We'll leave it right here. But don't go anywhere, because as you can tell, this is going to be a good match. 13-10. It was a 7-point lead at one point for Central Florida. Down to 3. So they took a timeout, try to gather themselves back up. Both coaches using their timeouts to try to stop some runs. We'll be back. You're watching the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament, the District P Qualifier. A lot on the line here today from Gulf Breeze, Florida. Quick timeout. Didn't even use all the time. Both coaches said what they needed to say. Back after it. Colbert serving. That was a nasty serve. All Central Florida could do with that is just get it over. Nice pancake there. Underneath it was Fonseca. No double call. That very easily could have been the call. Central Florida comes away with the point anyways. That thing had a lot of side spin on it. Soares serving. Quickly to Stowe and deflected. Point Indian River on the touch. (14-11). We do have, if you can't tell, a whole bunch of Indian River fans sitting over here by us. a good contingency of River. Definitely outnumbering the Patriot fans today, that's for sure.
All right, ladies, we can come back. Come on, River.
15-11 now the score. Yara Rodriguez will serve. And she says that was in on the line. Coach Skidmore shakes her head, says, yep, it was. So no argument from the coach, and an old-fashioned ace right there for Rodriguez. Nice piece of serving by the sophomore, the lone sophomore for the College of Central Florida. And that one was probably going to be long. Rodriguez flirting with those lines. Fonseca blocked. Gage there to gather it in. Fonseca will take another swing off the hands. Nice job by Dobenecker to not run into that net. Cut out. Point Indian River. Artil checks back in, and she will serve. Artil more of a back line player for Indian River. Good defensively. Good server. That one's sent back by McInnes. And that one's sent back by Fonseca. She just rejected that one. Nice play by the Brazilian. 7 Brazilians on this College of Central Florida team. That one is long. Colbert thought about it for a while, and at the last second kind of pulled her arms in, and a good decision by the freshman. She's from Maitland, Florida. She went to Lake Howell High School. There's Lilliquist with that big jump serve. Outside to Fonseca, she's blocked. Both teams really picked up their blocking. Artil back set. I think that one hit the antenna. Huh. I thought it hit the antenna when Fonseca hit it, but it must have been. We'll have to, my fault, Tyler. I should have called for a replay right there so we could see that one again. Acevedo, nice read, shoots that one across, and McInnes not able to get enough of it.
Let's go, River. Come on, ladies.
Fonseca to serve. Artel quickly. That was Amari Ashley. Long on the attack. Point, Indian River. And I apologize, we have this game broadcasting on the wrong game. We will go ahead and fix that now. We apologize. We have this one listed under the wrong game. We went and edited it and never flipped it back, so we'll go ahead and change the name and the time on this one, and then we'll Have to go edit the other one, so we're still live. That's the important thing.
Let's go, River.
Acevedo off the hands and down. 22-15. In on the line and a point now, 22-16. Went in for Central Florida, who now are 2 points away from taking this first set. Timeout, Indian River. We're going to go fix this and edit it. No, we're not. Okay. All right. I guess we're going to wait. All right, back in Gulf Breeze, Florida. College of Central Florida 2 points away from taking this first set. And they've really controlled it pretty much from the outset. Scored the first 5 points and have never really looked back. Indian River not much of a threat so far. Central Florida has just been dominating at the net, making good reads, serving very well, which has put Indian River in the hole early. 3 aces in this set. Nice job at the net by Stowe. Dobenecker outside to Lilliquist, cuts it down, but Fonseca with a nice pass on that dig. Alvarez. Bump set by Maddie Irwin. Good rally going right here. Silva blocked. Nice job keeping it alive by Soares. And then a misread. Miscommunication, I should say.
Come on, ladies.
Good opportunity here for Indian River. They'll get an over and maybe start stringing something together. Off the hands. Set outside to Lilliquist, and that set a little bit short. Rodriguez serving. Set point for the Patriots. Lilliquist. That one called out. Look in from here. but it was out. Central Florida takes the first set. They lead 1-0. The next set's going to be very important for Indian River. We'll see what happens when we come back. You're watching the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament on YouTube. All right, sorry about that. We've been having some technical difficulties we've been dealing with. It's been, of course, perfect all weekend, and we have to run into something on Sunday, of course. Nonetheless, we're back here. Nice block. That was beautiful play by Ashley, Amari Ashley. Gainesville, Florida, went to Buchholz High School. That's where Tyler and I both graduated from. So nice play by the Buchholz graduate. Both teams liking that net with their serves. I apologize, for some reason we started the broadcast on the game that's happening later at 2 o'clock. I'm hoping everybody found the correct game on the website. Not exactly sure what happened, but nonetheless we are fixed, I think. Dropped it in there, Acevedo. Of course, you can go back and watch any of the games from the tournament that you like. They will be up there. We may take a few of them down. Nice play by Fonseca. May take a few of them down for the teams that qualify for nationals for a little bit, but then they will be back up after the national tournament. So if you'd like to go back or show your relatives or friends or just want to go back and watch an outstanding game, you can always do that at the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel This is where we will host 5 championship events of the FCSAA. Men's and women's basketball, as well as baseball and fast pitch softball. That serve mishandled by Indian River. They'll take a timeout. Don't want to let this one get too far out of hand either. Pioneers trail by 3. Coach Skidmore calls a timeout. We'll be back with more from this District P qualifying match. Indian River trailing the College of Central Florida by 3. They just took a timeout. They're trying to swing things in their favor. Natalie Alvarez serves, and up and over by Lilliquist. Nice play by the sophomore. And maybe that's what Indian River needed to get things going. Greta Dobenecker checks back in, as does Katie McInnes. Dobenecker will serve. Outside Acevedo, handled by Indian River, sent over, and Patriots now with an opportunity. Alyssa Gage out, no touch. Point Indian River now within 1. Again, the winner of this match will go on to play Faulkner State in Mobile, Alabama on Tuesday. Big blast from Suarez. Outside, Lilliquist blocked and out. Point Indian River. Nice big swing from Lilliquist. She is definitely what makes Indian River tick. As Lilliquist goes, the team goes, it seems. And there she is again from that 10-foot line. We'll see if they give it back to her. Nope, they'll go across to Colbert and down. Good read by the setter, and a good job by Colbert finding that opening. 8-8 the score. Back set, Acevedo in, tipped it in. Dobenecker ends up working out. Silva was ready for it, but did not pop it up high enough for Alvarez or Acevedo to get there. And now Maddie Irwin will serve for Indian River. Irwin with a jump serve about 5 feet long. And Central Florida retakes the lead. If you're Indian River, that is not what you want. Central Florida has been earning their points on their own. You don't want to give them anything. Of course, it's not like any of these players are doing any of that on purpose, but you almost want to go safer with the serves. Just keep them in play and go from there. One rolls down the top of the net, never made it over, was never touched by a Central Florida player. One in for the Pioneers, and they're hanging right there. Not allowing Central Florida to pull away, and that's what happened in the first set. Was they started off so slow they were never able to get back in it. They were down 5-0 before you could bat an eye. And they hung around that 5-point margin until it was just a little bit too late. Now 12-10. Big swing and off the hand of Rodriguez and down. Point Indian River. Back to one. So Indian River doing a much better job in this set. As I said, in the first one, they allowed Central Florida to get up to that 5, 6, 7 point lead. Here they've let it get to 2 and then gotten right back in it. Suarez, wow. A cannon. Suarez just 5'8". She plays about 6'1". She's calling for it. Goes over to Alvarez, who also is a setter and outside hitter. Haygood. Outside to Suarez, off the hands, down, killed by Luisa Suarez. 14-11. And here's where Indian River has to be careful. Marilyn Suarez checks in from Port St. Lucie, Florida, Treasure Coast High School, 6-foot sophomore. Timeout. Central Florida takes a timeout. They lead 14-12. Coach Saketa wants to talk it over. And we'll keep it right here. We're going to be back with more from set number 2. Central Florida leads 1-0 over Indian River. The winner will qualify for the District P Championship in Mobile, Alabama on Tuesday with a spot at the national tournament on the line. We're in Gulf Breeze, Florida, Gulf Breeze Community Center. Special thanks to everyone who's helped make this tournament possible and these broadcasts possible. Ron Pulley and the entire staff here at the Community Center. George Sanders, the women's chair. Matt Ennis, the volleyball chair. Just a couple of the people that have done such a great job. Kelly Warren, of course, the FCSAA director. She makes a lot of things happen. So thank you to Kelly. Also Corey and Kyle, who helped us out with the broadcasts. That blocked. Solo block in the middle by Gage. Tough spot for Indian River. They need to stay in this one. Lilliquist, big swing to Fonseca. Alvarez outside to Suarez, and they're going to say that call a double. It's an interesting sequence there because the line judge was saying that it hit the ground, and she was pretty adamant, waving her flag that it hit the ground. The up official said no, the hand was underneath. And I think the issue was that play had continued, and she made the call pretty late, the line judge. And Coach Saketa probably has a good reason to be upset. It was just a weird sequence. However, Indian River gets the point, and that was a big one. 5-point lead to a 3-point lead is a big deal. Acevedo blocked. They'll go back outside to her. Hands on it again. Maddie Irwin into the middle for Colbert. That one blasted and out. Point Indian River. Calling for a touch, but that did not appear to be touched. Obenecker with a nice serve. Acevedo finds one. She'd been searching and gets a good swing there. She had hit off a lot of hands early, and she looks relieved that she was able to find one. That may give her some confidence moving forward, which is not a good thing for Indian River, but a very good thing for the Patriots. Acevedo, one of the best players in the state all season, led Central Florida with 442 kills. This year, Lilliquist on the other side, 345. Actually averaged more kills per set, played a lot less sets, a lot fewer. Up and over, there's Acevedo. Nice read. Gage serves. Goes to Maddie Irwin. Back set, McInnes. Joust one at the net by McInnes. Irwin into the net. And that one hurts. They all hurt when they go into the net, but especially when you're trying to even things up at one apiece and you're trailing in the second set. You need every single point you can get, and you don't want to give any away to a team like Central Florida. Quick set to Stowe. Stowe gets herself ready for the block, and she gets a hand on it right there. So good job by Stowe readjusting and getting herself set up so she could send that one back. Fonseca off the hands and down, uses the blockers. No one home to get that, and now 20-16. Outside to Fonseca, off the hands again, and Fonseca back-to-back kills. Central Florida has all of a sudden taken control of this second set. Indian River with not much of an answer right now. They'll grab a towel and dry the floor a little bit. Try to regroup. Obenecker back set. McGinnis off the hands. Rodriguez, that's going to be a tough play. Good hustle by Soares. 21-17 now the score. Indian River going to have to string a few together. Hannah Artill. Ready to serve. Into the net, and Indian River is shooting themselves in the foot right now. Central Florida does not need any help. They are perfectly capable of scoring on their own, that's for sure. Colbert over. Big swing from Soares. Irwin just fights it off back over the net. All she could do with that one. Alvarez is blocked. Nice play by Stowe. Stowe and Lilliquist, it looks like. Colbert serves. That one gets over. Back set. Alvarez up and over. No. Nice job. Big swing in on the line. Indian River, here they come. Trailing by just 3. Central Florida will take a timeout. Indian River making a late charge here in the second set, trying to even things up. Central Florida took the first set 25-17, lead 22-19 here. A spot in the District P championship game on Tuesday in Mobile, Alabama against Faulkner State is on the line. We'll be back with more. You're watching the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. That one right at the net. Won by Indian River, so now they'll have an opportunity here to put another point on the board. The net slowed that one down. Soares, not to be denied. Not very often is she. That is a big point. Now 2 points away from Central Florida taking a 2-0 lead in this one and putting themselves in great position for a spot at the national tournament. Soares again, wide. So a good break for Indian River. Had their blockers positioned well. Soares tried to cut it down the line. Just missed it a little bit. Stowe serving. Back set to Alvarez, off the hands of Stowe. correction, that was Lilliquist, I believe. Oh, maybe Stowe just checked out. I'm sorry. I looked away for 1 second, didn't see Lilliquist, or didn't see Stowe on the floor. Outside to Lilliquist, blocked, and that'll do it for set number 2. Central Florida takes it 25-20, and pretty much have controlled the action through both sets. Central Florida looking very good right now. Indian River is going to have to make some adjustments. If they want to stay in this one, they'll need to win the next 3. Central Florida needs to win one of the next 3. We'll be back with the third set, live from Gulf Breeze, Florida. You're watching the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament. Back here in Gulf Breeze. It has been all Central Florida today here against Indian River. They lead 2-0. Took the first set 25-17, 25-20 in the second set, and have just really been pretty dominant. Indian River is going to have to make some adjustments and make them quick. Central Florida needs just one more win. And you can see the confidence as Central Florida is out on the floor, and they know it might be their day. Indian River says, not so fast. You still have to get to 3. And we're going to try to stand in your way. So Indian River now, their season hanging in the balance. Both teams eyeing a spot in the national tournament. The winner will first have to go through Faulkner State in Mobile, Alabama. It is District 22's turn to host. They rotate on who hosts the District P qualifier, Region 22. That one blocked by Stowe. Kick save. Kick save by Fonseca, but not enough. You can definitely kick it to keep it alive. Any way you can do it without lifting it. One way out, and 2-0 Indian River, so good start for the Pioneers. Exactly what they needed. The worst thing that could have happened is for them to get behind in the early going and then have to play catch up. Two to one, Central Florida gets that point and does what they need to do now. They'll take the serve and try to get the lead back. They've had the lead for a majority of the match. In fact, except for right now, Lilliquist, big swing and kill. Good fast transition there for Indian River from the pass to the set. No time for Central Florida to get anybody in the way. And Indian River needs more of that if they want to have a chance in this one. Madison Stowe serving. Outside to Soares, and she has been the difference maker today and really throughout this tournament. Came in fourth on the team in kills with 210, 88 sets played. Only hitting 18.6%. 186 coming in, which is a little surprising considering how effective she's been this weekend. Three to three. Rodriguez serving for Central Florida. Straight across, Lilliquist off the hands. Fonseca digs. Soares touched up by Indian River. Amari Ashley got a finger on that one. Off the net and a tough play, but a good one. Off the hands again and in, and right now it just looks like Central Florida may be the better team today. See if Indian River has something left. See if they can try to mount a rally and win 3 sets in a row. That is a tough uphill battle for the Pioneers. Central Florida is firing on all cylinders right now. Just so many different weapons. It doesn't matter where they are in the rotation. They have so many players that can swing it. And there's Soares right there. Great play by Maddie Irwin. And then Hannah Artill. Good play on that side. And then there's Natalie Alvarez, setter slash outside hitter. Puts it away again. Just so many different weapons. If your setter goes outside and swings it with their left hand or right hand and puts it down, you have Soares and Acevedo, Fonseca, Gage. Just really a lot of different options for Coach Saketa over there on that Patriot side. There's Alvarez again. That one goes off the hands. Artill keeps it alive, but overrun by Marilyn Suarez. Timeout. Indian River. Central Florida leads 7-3. And Indian River going to have to do something quickly. Get back in this one. They need to win the next 3 sets. Central Florida, if they can win this one, they will advance to the District P championship. We'll be right back. Indian River trails 7-3, 2-0 in the match. And they've got to make something happen quickly. Suarez out, no touch. Point Indian River. Dobenecker and McInnes check back in for the Pioneers. Greta Dobenecker will serve. Alvarez blocked by Amari Ashley at the net. Suarez up and over, dug out by Maddie Irwin. McInnes rolls it off the net and down. Kill for McInnes. Dobenecker serves. Touched. So a point, Central Florida kill, Natalie Alvarez. There's another point, and 8-6. So Indian River hanging in, but they've got to do more than hang in. They really need to run off a bunch of points and try to grab the lead and make Central play from behind. They haven't put any pressure on Central Florida, haven't made them have to play anywhere near from behind, really, except maybe very, very early in the set. Set outside, Acevedo blocked. Rodriguez sends it over. McInnes swings again and gets that one in. Kill, Katie McInnes. Blocked and out. Luisa Suarez. That serve is long. Indian River will take it. Rapaglia serving. Slipped over. That opening was just too wide right there, and Central Florida took advantage of it. Now lead 10-8. Fonseca outside. Lilliquist digs. They'll go into the middle to Lilliquist, and off the hand kill, Alexandra Lilliquist. Ten to 9, Indian River showing no quit. Artil and Suarez check back in for Indian River. Central Florida, the dangerous lineup out there on the floor. Fonseca, Acevedo, Alvarez, Suarez, Silva, all of them in at the same time. That is tough to deal with. Haygood serves. Lilliquist off the arms and killed. Rodriguez goes sliding into the wall back there. Looks to be okay. Caitlin Colbert will serve. Fonseca. Oh, nope, net violation on Indian River. That one put back down by Central Florida, and now a 3-point lead. This is what they've done the last 2 sets. They've had moments in each of them where they've run off 4 or 5 points and really taken a commanding lead and then never looked back. We'll see if Indian River can prevent that from happening or if Central Florida is going to go on another run. Into the net again. The setter, Artil, did the best she could. Not much she could have done with that one. Hit the net, and now Central Florida with a commanding 4-point lead. And 4 points may not seem like a lot, but as good as Central Florida's been playing, that is going to be very tough for Indian River to overcome. There's a start, though. Point for the Pioneers. Now Stowe will serve. Sophomore from St. Augustine, Florida. Suarez through the block. Kill for Luisa Suarez. Yara Rodriguez serving. Artil sets outside. Lilliquist. Fonseca's able to get to it. Nice pass. Suarez goes off the block and gets the point. Now 5-point advantage for the Patriots. Patriots closing in on a 3rd-place finish and a spot at the District P Championships in Mobile, Alabama on Tuesday against Faulkner State. Fonseca absorbs another one. She's been positioned very well. Kept alive by Gage. And Fonseca wide. Fonseca missed some time with injury, only played in 21 matches, still had 232 kills. She hit 250. Off the hands and killed for Central Florida. Timeout, a late timeout there right before the serve from Coach Skidmore. Timeout Indian River. They trail by 5, and it is do or die time now for the Pioneers. Central Florida looking to close this out and advance Tuesday to Mobile, Alabama. We'll be back with more set number 3 at the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament. Gulf Breeze, Florida, the setting for this year's FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament. Central Florida is closing in on a victory here today, but Indian River will try and stop that. They pick up a point there on a serve into the net, and now Alexandra Lilliquist hits the tape. Nice job changing direction by Alvarez and keeping that one alive. Nice pass set. Amari Ashley. That one dug out on the other side too. Central Florida just kind of doing almost everything right. And that's a big point for Indian River, and I think that's what they have to do is change the pace of the game. Get some quicker sets. Make Central Florida react a little bit quicker. Right now they're not making Central Florida panic at all. They're not making the Patriots do anything out of their comfort zone. I think they have to get Central Florida out of their comfort zone a little bit, and that has not been the case yet. And there's another point for the Patriots. Acevedo. She found her rhythm as the match went on. Didn't start off doing a whole lot, but found it towards the end of set number 2 and has carried it over here into the third set. Kobenecker gets a lift out of Gage. (18-15). Rapaglia serves. Rapaglia from Orange Park, Florida. Excuse me, Pembroke Pines. Went to Flanagan High School, Pembroke Pines. 19-15. McInnes to Soares, who digs. Alvarez back sets to Acevedo. Acevedo shovels one over. Indian River controls. Colbert shoots it in on the line. Point Indian River. Colbert up and over off the hand and down. Point Indian River, and trailing just by 2. So the Pioneers showing no quit. That's Hannah Artil serving. Outside, Fonseca blocked. Silva gathers. Alvarez sets to Acevedo. Acevedo blocks. 19-18, timeout Central Florida. Indian River showing a spark here, a little bit of life. We'll see if the Pioneers can keep it up and come back and win this third set. We'll be right back with more. You're watching the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Hannah Artill back behind the line to serve for Indian River. She sends it over to Fonseca. Alvarez sets it back to Acevedo, who blasts it through the blockers. And the 20th point for Central Florida. Acevedo will check out, as she does when it's her turn to serve, and hands off the ball to Haygood. Haygood, a very accomplished server. Up over the block, dug, kept the line. That looked like it could have been a lift. That one in and a kill. Indian River closes it to 1. Coach Cicada very, very upset. She thought that should have been a lift. I don't know that I disagree with her. Of course, that could have been a double, so I think maybe they got away with one there. That's usually how it goes. I think that's what the coaches need to realize sometimes, although when you're in the middle of the game and you're heated, it is tough to sometimes think as rationally as you do when you're just sitting up watching the game. But typically the calls tend to even themselves out because there are going to be bad calls and missed calls and all sorts of stuff like that. It just happens in sports. It's human beings making the calls, but they do tend to even out because the officials are not up there making the calls on purpose to hurt any one team. And if they are, they need to be removed from their job, but I haven't seen one yet at this tournament. That one is long, and that hurts. Indian River has hurt themselves a lot with their serving here today. 255 service errors. They are extremely aggressive with their serving, and it has a tendency to bite them, and it did in that instance, but Rodriguez gives it right back to him. Greta Dobenecker will serve. Indian River season on the line here. They trail 22-21 in the third set, and they're down 2-0 in the match. Dobenecker from Munster, Germany, needs to make something happen right here. That's a good serve. Nice block at the net. Alvarez off the hands, kept alive. And what a play, what a hustle play by Lilliquist. Put away, excellent job by Indian River, and if they were to come back, look back at that play right there when they trailed 22-21. Rewind that one a couple times and watch. It looked like there was not a shot on earth that she was going to get to that ball, but she's a sophomore. She doesn't want her season to end yet, and she laid out for that one and made an incredible play. Indian River comes away with the point. 22-22, timeout Central Florida. Stay right there, don't go anywhere. You're watching the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Greta Dobenecker. Serving. Suarez off the hands. Dobenecker, good job. Bump set, Maddie Irwin. Lilliquist, long. 23-22, Central Florida, they are starting to feel it. Lilliquist puts that one away on the line. Keep this thing going. And now she'll serve. And she's one of the best servers on the team. Big jump serve from Lilliquist coming. Third on the team in service aces with 31. They're going to call legal play by the Patriots there. So now 1 point away from sending this to the fourth set. Good job fending that one off. And there it is. 25-23 Indian River. And again, you can go back to when it was 22-21. They kept the ball alive. Unbelievably, Lilliquist was able to get to it. And now, as I said before, they've put a little bit of pressure on Central Florida. They haven't felt any pressure. They dominated the first two sets and honestly dominated a good majority of that third set. Indian River just refused to give up. That's what they did against Santa Fe College yesterday. They trailed 14-11 in the final set. You only played a 15 in that final set. They trailed 14-11, scored the last 5. Won 16-14. That's called grit, and that's what they just showed right there. And now Central Florida needs to regroup and show what they showed in those first two sets. Because again, they did, for the most part, dominate those first two sets. It wasn't really that close. So you know that Central Florida has it in them. Indian River going to keep fighting. And we'll be back with the fourth set live here in Gulf Breeze on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Well, just when we thought Central Florida may put it away, Indian River had other ideas. Took the third set 25-23. Lilliquist starts it off with a point for Indian River. Kept that one alive nicely, and that's what Indian River did to win that last set. And it was 22-21. And if you want to go back, of course, you can always just rewind and then come back live if you want. That's the beauty of these broadcasts. It's like DVR. Nice play by Fonseca. If you want to see possibly the play so far of the match, Alexandra Lilliquist, a hustle play. It was 22-21 Central Florida. And it looked like a ball was going to be over in the Indian River bench. Lilliquist comes diving out of nowhere to make a play, keep it alive. Indian River gets the point, comes back and wins the set. It was just an amazing play. Central Florida right now knows that their best strategy is to try to jump out on Indian River like they did in the first two sets, not let them hang around. In the third set, they started to pull away, but then Indian River ran off a few points, had a few plays like that. Serves go long from both teams, and that's why we have ourselves a match. It looked like it was going to be a 3-0 sweep, and you're going to be done in about an hour and a half. Instead, ourselves a fantastic match going right now. 3-2, Central Florida now leading. That one blasted in. Looks like Greta Dobenecker back there serving. Dobenecker led Indian River in service aces with 45 during the regular season. She flirts around those lines a lot, and I think that's why she gets a lot of those aces. She gets people to pull off of them. That one hits the ground. She had more aces than errors, though. That's always a good stat, 45-32. Usually when you're aggressive like that, you don't have ratios that are always positive. Soares has been quiet in the third set, and that is who really helped spark them in those first two sets. So if they can get her going, and she's blocked. Now 5-3. Blasted left hand, Katie McGinnis. And we'll see if Coach Saketa lets her players play through it. No, she's going to take a timeout. Figure that may be coming. Good call by Coach Saketa to take this one. And she's definitely frustrated, but doing her thing over there, coaching the players up, showing them, here's how we need to do this. We need to make this easier on ourselves, quit making it difficult. But that's what Indian River needed to do. That was the one thing that I discussed back about middle of the third set. They hadn't made Central Florida uncomfortable at all. They started to do that towards the end of the third set, kind of got them back on their heels, made some plays that made Central Florida kind of reevaluate things and make some adjustments, and they weren't able to just stay in their same rhythm that they got in those first two sets. And that seemed to be the ticket for Indian River, getting them uncomfortable, take them out of their rhythm, and now they lead 6-3. So the momentum has shifted. We'll see if it's shifted enough, but right now it has shifted towards Indian River when it looked like there was no way it was going to shift. Central Florida was just in command even into that third set. Dobenecker serving, and that one goes into the net. So the timeout works. It freezes the server, kind of like freezing the kicker in football. It froze the server there. Appreciate everybody who's tuned in, and again, we apologize for the technical difficulties we had earlier. That one, no touch on that, just sailed long. So back-to-back points now for Central Florida. Trail 6-5, they lead 2-1 in the match. Alvarez serving. Outside Lilliquist. That's Indian River's best player. She's the one that made that spectacular diving save back in the third set. Silva able to find a gap. I thought it was going to be tipped back over. Did not quite make it. Nice play by Jusara Silva, reading where the opening was on the floor and making it happen. Silva hits for a great percentage, makes good use out of her swings. She hit .386 on the season. It's a nice percentage. Big blast, but good job by Central Florida to keep it alive. McInnes swings, Alvarez right there for it. Yara Rodriguez sets to the outside for Fonseca, who's also been a little bit quiet over the last set or so. Colbert on the outside. Acevedo tried to go there, and now McInnes readjusts, and that went on the wrong side of the antenna, called by the line judge right away. So Yara Rodriguez will serve. Central Florida down a point. This gritty Indian River team. Colbert sends it over. Central Florida. Fonseca, neither team getting a good swing in right now or a good play. Net violation on Indian River's number 4, Alyssa Gage. And really for the first time you can see Central Florida not as confident as they were. They were loose and confident in that first second and for most of the third set, and starting to show a little signs of some nerves. Sort of the same thing Indian River showed through the first 2 sets. You just kind of the blank stares as Central Florida was busy piling up points. Acevedo, nice adjustment in the air to hit that one over. She had to lean back. That one shot down the line and out is the call. I was waiting to see if they called a tip. I couldn't tell. Fonseca did not think that it was tipped. You could see she turned around frustrated with herself. She wants that one back. She knows that was a pretty good opportunity. Acevedo, big blast in and a point for Central Florida. Nice job by Haygood. They're trying to go for that back corner. I think Yara Rodriguez might have been there anyways. 10-foot line. That was Lilliquist. And a double on Haygood. She knew it right away. Unfortunate error for the Patriots on that one. You know, sometimes you take your eye off it for half a second and it costs you. Haygood doesn't do that very often though. Very talented setter along with Alvarez. They run that 6-2. Nice job keeping it alive, and that's Indian River's game right there. And a nice shot by Alvarez, going off the blockers, using the blockers for the point. Sometimes you don't have to hit it as hard as you can, you just have to use what they give you, and if you see their hands at a certain angle, you go right off their hand, it's gonna go out, you're gonna get the point. And there's Suarez. That's who they need to get going. She has a cannon on her arm, on that shoulder, and she puts that one away. Fonseca. Rafaela Fonseca serving. Artil with a great set to the outside. Perfect height, perfect location, and put away by Stowe. It is fun to watch these two teams. Both teams have great setters, and they're able to make adjustments on the fly. And as I've said during the other broadcast, almost seems like they have eyes in the back and side and everywhere on their head. And 3-point lead now for Indian River. I just kind of looked at Tyler and shook my head. Sports are interesting, and this is what you got to love about them. That's a tough break for Indian River. But that is what you love about sports, because if you were watching these first two sets, you probably thought this thing's over. Central Florida is just dominating. Well, again, sports. It's about all you can say. Off the hand and down, back-to-back points now for Central Florida. It's why we watch them. It's why we agonize over them. It's why we go crazy when our team wins and in a funk for a week when they lose, or more sometimes. What the Santa Fe fans are going through right now after that loss yesterday. (13-13), 3 straight points for Central Florida. They do not want to let this go to a fifth set, I can tell you that much. Indian River off the hands, that's Lilliquist. They need to get her involved. She's their best player. I don't think any of her teammates would argue with that either if we asked them. Greta Dobenecker, Munster, Germany. 45 service aces on the season. That's a good serve. Alvarez. Dobenecker quickly sent off the hands and in. Now back-to-back points for the Pioneers. Hillsborough and Polk are both in the building, ready for their state championship match at 2 o'clock. Both have already qualified for the national tournament and will be great representatives of the FCSAA out in Casper. Suarez blocked but out, so a point and kill for Luisa Suarez and College of Central Florida. And Suarez, during the season, you look at her stats and not as many kills, but there's so many weapons. That's a beautiful play by Indian River and a better defensive play by Alvarez. They fooled everybody but Alvarez. Off the hands and down, put away by Indian River. They ran that double fake. And one player comes up and swings, and then right behind her another player goes, so you kind of get the blockers off. But Alvarez read it. Off the hand, kept alive. Is he going to make it over? No. Great hustle play, though. That would have been something else if Suarez got that one over. 17-14, Indian River leads. They wouldn't quit in the third, and now they have the lead in the fourth, and we have got ourselves a match. We'll be back with more. You're watching the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Indian River serving with a 3-point lead. That's going to go long. Now a 4-point lead. And this is unbelievable. The lights just went out and back on. Good old Ron accidentally leaned against the light there. You know what? If there's anyone in this building that can do that, it's Ron Pulley. Now a 5-point lead for Indian River. Ron has been so gracious as a host for this tournament, and everyone else. Ron, you're allowed that one, my friend. Lilliquist is serving. That's who they want serving. Acevedo fires one in there, and she is fired up and ready. Serve goes right to Irwin. Beautiful pass from Irwin, and then put away. They're running that fake. The fake swing, and then behind it, give Coach Skidmore a lot of credit. This is unbelievable. Blocked. Stowe. I'm saying it's unbelievable, but I think the Indian River fans and coaching staff and players all knew that this was possible. They, again, have shown no quit. They didn't against Santa Fe. They didn't against Polk, even though they lost in the first round. Polk's arguably one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the country. And they hung right with them. Very, very, very easily could have won that in that first round match. Now a 7-point lead, and CF falling apart. Luckily they had a game to play with here, so not the end of the world for them. They'll just have to come back and be ready for that 5th set if it goes to that. They still have time to come back in this one. Katie McInnes, nice job by Alvarez, even playing the deflection there. That thing was deflected and she still stayed with it. Off the hands and down, 23-15. (24-15), 1 point away. Katie McInnes off the hands, right there, waiting for it. Soares back outside to Acevedo, blocked. And the comeback completed. Now we've got a 5th set to see who's going to Mobile, Alabama. Indian River, unbelievable. Central Florida. If you're over there in the Central Florida huddle, I think you have to say to yourself, listen, we won the first 2. We know we can come out and win this thing. Everybody calm down, and you can see Coach Paulo Marion, the assistant coach over there, talking with his players. And listen, we know we're as good as Indian River. We showed that in the first 2 sets. Everyone gather themselves, take a deep breath. This is just unbelievable. It did not look like this was going to be the case. Coach Stephanie Skidmore made her changes. They made CF uncomfortable. It's what we talked about throughout the 2nd and 3rd set. I kept saying they have to do something to get CF off their game. It was just pass, set, kill, serves into the nets, pass, set, kill, and there was just no reason for Central Florida to believe they were going to get beat. And then in that 3rd set, Indian River didn't quit, kept playing hard, kept fighting, and completely have turned the tables. This 5th set's going to be exciting. Don't go anywhere. This is turning out to be a classic match here at the FCSAA State NJCAA District Tournament. Tyler and I will be back here in a couple minutes. I'm ready. I know y'all are ready. We'll be back with the 5th set on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Back in Gulf Breeze, and if you're seeing that score there, if you're watching the first 2 sets and then you just came back to check to see if the game was still going, I bet you're a little bit surprised. I know I am. But Coach Stephanie Skidmore, more than likely, is not. She knows what her team is made out of. Coach Sakara knows what her team is made out of as well. And I think we are about to see a fantastic 5th set. Central Florida looks ready, bouncing around, showing a little bit more pep in their step than they had the last 2 sets. Indian River, same thing. Indian River will start off serving. Not a good start. Colbert serves it out. Coach Marion up off the bench. He's been sitting most of the time. He is fired up, shouting some instructions. Now when he gets into it, it's big. Fonseca will serve. All the way across. And Lilliquist mishits it out. 2-0. This one only goes to 15, so you don't have a lot of margin for error. Stowe hit the net there and slowed it down enough. Soares blocked. Backside to Alvarez, off the hands, down 3-0. Central Florida. They have retaken the momentum away from Indian River. Kept alive. In the middle, they'll go over with it. Central Florida a chance to take a 4-0 lead. They'll go outside to Soares. Wide. And a break for Indian River. 3-1, looks a lot better than 4-0. Soares, very good idea. Just didn't execute it like she wanted to. Stowe serving. Soares, big time blast. Can't stop that. Gage serving, serves into the net. Greta Dobenecker, leader in service aces on the season for Indian River, back behind the line. Off the net, kept alive. Oh. Into the net, Soares. It's been a game of runs, a game of back and forth. Central Florida won the first 2 sets, 25-17, 25-20. It wasn't too much of a struggle either. And Indian River came back to win the third set, 25-23, and then they had no trouble in the fourth set, winning 25-15. Now 5-3 the score here in this one. Central Florida ahead. Neither team has taken a timeout yet. Acevedo back in. That front line looks intimidating now for Central Florida. Nice job on the back row by Colbert. Off the hands, Fonseca, Rodriguez. Acevedo calling for it. They'll go across to Soares. Off the hands, Soares kill. There's the timeout. Coach Skidmore will take a timeout. We'll be back. Central Florida leads by 3 in this 5th and decisive set. The winner will head to Mobile, Alabama on Tuesday to play Faulkner State with a spot at the NJCAA tournament on the line. We'll be back. You're watching the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel. Alvarez serves. 6-3 lead for Central Florida. Soares kept alive by Irwin. No. 7-3. Central Florida 8 points away. Alvarez serves. Silva, big swing. She saw that one. It looked like a beach ball, and she put it away. Timeout, Coach Skidmore. Oh, no, excuse me. They're switching sides. Thought I saw the down official point over to Indian River like there was a timeout. No timeout. We'll keep going. Indian River needs a rally. They trail by 5. They've done it before. We'll see if they have it in them again. Central Florida trying to close the door on this epic comeback. Alvarez into the net. Donked down by Amari Ashley. Trying to flick the wrists on top of it. In the middle, Soares, nice dig by Lilliquist, and then Lilliquist comes up. Nice job by Rodriguez on the other side. Good display of defense. Colbert thought she may have an opportunity there. There's Acevedo. Acevedo takes a little bit off of it, drops it in, and a 4-point lead. They weren't sure what was going on here. Both teams had the ball back there to serve. That was Central Florida's point. So here we go. Mari Ashley, but a great dig by Alvarez. Fonseca sends it back. Nice decision. It kind of throws Indian River off, and they're just going to have to hit that one over. Nice job by Lilliquist keeping it alive. Colbert not able to keep it on the right side of the antenna, and now 10-5. Indian River in some trouble. Timeout, Coach Skidmore. Timeout, Indian River. We'll be back with the conclusion. Set number 5. Out of a timeout, Indian River trails 10-5. College of Central Florida doing what they needed to do here in this 5th set after dropping sets 3 and 4. McInnes off the hands and down. Killed for Katie McInnes. Indian River will take the serve. Stowe and Irwin check back in. Central Florida lead by 4. The Patriots trying to punch their ticket to the District P championship game in Mobile, Alabama on Tuesday, November 10th. Almost put away, but it hit the net to slow down. Acevedo off the hands. Dobenecker digs. Look over, left-handed swing from McGinnis. Yara Rodriguez there for it. Acevedo. Colbert kind of rolls it up over. Timeout, Central Florida. Another timeout. We'll be back. More from set 5 in this District P qualifier. Well, there's something about this Indian River team, what they've done during this tournament. You just can't count them out. And I know Central Florida knows that, and so they know they have to close right here. Irwin serves. Yara Rodriguez, nice pass. Back set. Acevedo, great play by Dobenecker. Set across. Positioned so well, especially late in these games when it matters. And a point for Indian River. Coach Cicada calling for a double. It was pretty close. Looked like it definitely could have been. Maddie Irwin serving. Was 10-5 at one point. It's 10-8. Now 11-8. One thing they could not afford to do. We'll see if they can rally from that. It's not really a time to get aggressive. Yara Rodriguez serving. Stowe blocked, but right there for it was Colbert. Outside to McInnes. Nice job by Rodriguez. Acevedo. Dobenecker digs. Back into the middle. Lilliquist. Right in there. Line judge turned away from that one again, but was able to keep her eyes on it enough to see if it was going to be in. 11-9. Hannah Artill. Back to serve. Acevedo. Blasted in there on the line. 12-9. Acevedo comes up big for the Patriots when they needed it. The leader for this team in terms of attacking and kills. Now Haygood. Lilliquist. Tell you what, she's pretty good even from that 10-foot line. Fonseca goes off the hands. Set up, outside. Colbert, nope, right to Fonseca. Now they'll get another opportunity. Alvarez blocked and out. 13-9. Haygood serves. Nice job, nice cut shot. That was Colbert. Both teams so cool under pressure. Can't phase either one of them. Colbert serves, nice pass. Set in the middle, up and over, and in. Point, Central Florida. Match point. Lilliquist blasts. And that one doesn't find its way over. Now 14-11. And a yellow card has been given to the Central Florida coach. She's very upset that there was not a double called. It is her second yellow card of the tournament, that I've seen at least. Nice pass, set. Soares, that's the winner. Luisa Soares, Central Florida wins. Central Florida moves on to the District P qualifier match in Mobile, Alabama. What a match for both teams. Indian River has nothing to hang their heads about. Wonderful tournament. They'll finish in 4th place. Their fans stand up to applaud the effort from the Pioneers, as they should. Great job by Coach Skidmore and the players. But congratulations to Coach Saketa and Central Florida. The Patriots are looking towards the national tournament right now. They'll head to Mobile on Tuesday, and they'll have a chance against Faulkner State. Again, congratulations to the College of Central Florida. They fought through some adversity there. Indian River came back, played them tough, won sets 3 and 4. Central Florida regrouped and pulled it out, 15-11 in that final set. Congratulations, Central Florida Athletic Director Bob Zielinski and Coach Flavia Saketa. It's going to do it for this game. We will be back on the FCSAA Sports YouTube channel at a little bit before 2 Central Time for the state championship game. Hillsborough Community College against Polk State College. So stick around, head back out to the homepage to watch that game. And we'll be back probably about 1:45 Central Time. Thank you for watching. I'm Scott Jamieson, Tyler Allen over there on the controls. Great job, Tyler, as always. We'll see you soon.